So now, when I was at the Young Turks, 4 out of 5 videos they did was about Trump, and they turned into MSNBC, and it was disgusting. And MSNBC and CNN was just it was outrage porn at Trump. And turns out Trump's out of office, and CNN primetime ratings fall back to earth in the first post-week Trump.
No.
Now, Brian Stelter is going to tell you that this doesn't matter at all. Brian Stelter will tell you that doesn't matter. We don't care about ratings. We care about news. In the first week of the Biden administration, the AT&T-owned news channel CNN saw the audiences drop precipitously compared with the highs of previous weeks. Meanwhile, rival Fox News channel saw its own ratings dip slightly after weeks of registering its own sharp declines. Another network that has been characterized as left-leaning, MSNBC, has also seen significant declines. This downturn is an indicator of what many industry observers had anticipated. While with Biden in the White House, networks that have spent the last 4 years railing consistently against Trump have lost the main attraction that energized their audience bases, making it difficult to hold on to the elevated viewing levels. Just so you know, AT&T owns CNN. And fortunately for AT&T, they were chairs of Biden's inauguration. Did you know that?
No.
And in return for donating $1 million, they will be invited to future in-person events. Mm-hmm. A penny lost, a penny gained, as the saying goes. Or why did this fucking phone booth not return my quarter? Where's my 25 cents, you assholes? Anyway. And meanwhile, Fox News Channel saw its own ratings dip slightly after weeks of registering its own sharp declines. Well, that's because Jimmy wasn't a guest that week. That's why. They did call, and we couldn't make it. And another network that has been characterized as left-leaning, MSNBC, has also seen significant declines. And that's with Navalny. All they talk about is Navalny. They're still trying. So the downturn is an indicator of what many industry observers had anticipated. With Biden in the White House, networks that have spent the last 4 years railing consistently against Trump have lost the main attraction that energized their audience bases, making it difficult to hold on to the elevated. So in other words, nobody actually watches them for news. That's what they're saying. So nobody actually watches CNN or MSNBC for news. They just turn in to hear stuff about Trump. Isn't that wild?
Yeah.
It turns out it's not just Trump voters who need a scapegoat. Hey, change in the U.S. total audience watching weekday primetime cable news. So there it is. So CNN at 8 p.m. down 43%, 9 p.m. down 44%, 10 p.m. down 44%. Fox News was not as bad. MSNBC down 18%. MSNBC down 20%. It's not even infotainment, really. It's just purely entertainment. And the emphasis on the taint. It could be that this decline is temporary, as Trump's second impeachment trial is set to begin February 8th, which could prompt audiences to flock back.
Oh, it's the new season of second impeachment.
Don't worry, folks. There's going to be a new attraction on the news.
Mm-hmm.
There'll be a new attraction on the news. Among viewers 25 to 54, the decline may have hit Cuomo primetime the hardest.
Harder than the corona?
At 9 p.m., where the audiences fell by more than half. The only program that didn't see a downturn was Fox News' 8 p.m. slot, The Tucker Carlson Tonight, which showed a very slight increase versus the prior week. Boy, Cuomo's going to need a safe place to weather this storm, and I hope that dead Fredo storage hasn't closed. By the way, Tucker's ratings only went up because the word was his audience was hoping I would come back on. That's the word. That's the word. So here, look at this. Look at the audiences. Look at there it is. In case you needed a graph, there it goes. Look how high, and then bam. I'm not good with graphs. I could just go, look how crazy that looks. That's Fox News' primetime U.S. total audience in 2020. That's what that says. Total audience aged 2 or older. Really?
I don't know how.
2 or older. How do they know that? Hey, Fox News has seen audiences fall to historic lows since the election, and as upstart rivals Newsmax and OANN gain ground. Can I just go back to Chris Cuomo? Can I just say Chris Cuomo's got hit the hardest at 9 p.m.? It's like Chris Cuomo threw his ratings down the stairs and then called him a punk-ass bitch. And that's weird that among 25 to 54, the decline hit Chris Cuomo's the hardest. I mean, it's that the reason why that happened is because pretty much everybody in this age group know that they have different choices for news. I think that's why that happened. Fox News has seen audiences fall to historic lows since the election as upstart rivals Newsmax and OANN gain ground. Plus, they got to compete with other conservative networks like CNN and MSNBC. Am I right? But let's not talk about these siloed viewers. That's what they always like to say. Oh, they're so siloed. Best to call them all fascists. Just call them all fascists and abandon them to the latest strongman while failing your own movement because you couldn't gain the numbers needed to make real change.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go. There's the new ratings. Now that's, and by the way, they're pushing through the COVID relief so they can do impeachment. I'm not making that up. Why there isn't a revolution in this country, I have no idea. If there isn't going to be one now, Bernie was calling for a revolution in 2015, 2016. Every speech sounds like you're ready for a revolution. He stopped saying that.
Mm-hmm.
Because Bernie's a good boy. He's a very good boy. Bernie's like if, who's Conan's sidekick? If Andy Richter was a senator. That's what Bernie's like.
Yeah.
Which I'm sure
that's great.
Andy Richter would be thrilled to be compared to that. Hey, everybody, this is the part where I tell you where all our live shows are, but there aren't any. And then this is why I tell you to join our premium program and get extra content, but nobody's got a fucking job. So just enjoy the video.